I didn't even see the topics. I guess
Yeah, I seen that video you did with Bill Gates funding what is it, cloud? I forgot what it's called. 15 seconds.
All right. Before we start, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles, Mayor Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations all the way to Aqua, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Another, the GMS Detroit camp, another Friday live lesson. Once again, another week of prophecies, moves being made in the world to get us closer to our expected end, Jeremiah 29, which is our kingdom. You have your boy Trump. You had what was it? What Venezuela? He was tearing their ass up.
With the 11 gang members.
Yeah. And now you're hearing whispers, because you had that tranny shoot up that school. And if y'all remember, you had a tranny that was who shot at Trump. If y'all remember that person, that was a tranny. If y'all remember,
I didn't know that.
The sniping one?
Yeah, the one that clipped his ear. That was a tranny.
Shit.
These last couple of shootings have been so-called trannies. There was another one, I can't remember. I can't remember. You had the school and you had Trump shooter. There's been two more that were so-called trannies. So now, because I saw it earlier on the news, NBC, Trump is discussing basically taking away gun rights from the the Labiquita.
if you recall, during his first term, all right, back when he was the 45th president, anyways, he was mentioning something along the lines of redlining and, basically stopping people that have mental illnesses, from purchasing weapons.
Along those lines.
Well, guess what? Being a trans is a mental illness, man. All right, really, it's a demon. But it should be
over there.
If they're gonna classify anything as a mental illness, that should be one of the things that's classified as a mental illness. And the real reason, because can you grab Psalms 94 and 20, Baba Kushal?
Yeah, that's what I was taking it to. That's what we're getting to.
The real reason is because they don't want a Bushwick.
Yeah.
They don't want them trying to come in and lock shit down. And you got individuals that are, that are ready to be about that action. Fighting against the government, fighting against the army when they come in, because they're getting ready to make that major change. And you know what that major change is? It's a change to the economy. All right, it's going from being a fiat currency, ran economy, to being a digital, all right, a digital all, which is the RFID chip. You can grab that whenever you.
This is Psalms 94 and 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood."
Good. So it says that they frameth mischief by law. So they come up with all of these different black swan events, the controlled events that they sit back and conspire to do, and then they to the public's eye, they act shy. All this happened, and we got to do this, and people willingly accept it because the strings of their heart have been pulled. All right, those emotional strings. But lo and behold, they set the event up to happen, as a PSYOP operation, so that people would willingly give up their rights.
Ordo ab KO. Is he keep still going on it?
No, that's it.
Okay. The Latin phrase "order ab chaos," order out of chaos. That's what Esau's creating. He's using false flag events, which not saying that the people didn't die. Who knows? Gives a fuck. They could be actors, but he's clearly setting things in motion to strip the Americans of their rights, so that he can make it easier to roll on folk. Because we're about to get to that, that the martial law days. Hey, you had a nigga, you had that old nigga on TV talking about asking for the National Guard to come to Chicago, and they're doing calls for Detroit now. There was I forget that it was a old white man. He was calling for the National Guard to make their way to Detroit, which it will. And beyond the National Guard, it's going to be the New World Order soldiers, whatever name they're going to call themselves at that time. Is going to be all throughout the U.S. That's what the scriptures say, so that's what's going to happen. Second Esdras 15, whoever gets there first.
I got a precept.
Start either you probably start at like 13 or 14, where it starts to give the precepts, where the martial law's coming. What you got, Chicago?
I got this happened in the past, but the past tends to repeat itself. The book of Luke 19, beginning at verse 43. For the days shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round about, and keep thee on every side. So that happened during 70 AD. All right, but them casting a trench around the city was a form of martial law. You know, everything was locked down by the military. All right, no one going in, no one coming out. All right, people starving on the inside. All right, disease and pestilence. All right, and famine, tearing Jake apart. You know, in so much to the point where they start turning on each other. All right, that's what's going to happen within these cities. All right, they're going to turn on each other in the midst of fighting the army. All right, it states in the book of Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, it says pestilence within and the sword destroyed without.
Yep. Inside the city and outside the city. Start at verse 15, whoever's there.
I'm there. This second
Matter of fact, start at 14.
Okay. This second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Race riots, plain and simple. Nationalities are going to be fighting together, fighting against one another as society is falling to shambles. Keep going.
And civil war too.
Yep.
Like it states in the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter. I like reading it in the GNT. All right, it states that there will be civil war in Egypt. And what's modern day Egypt? America.
That was it. Okay. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Sedition is rebellion against the government. People are going to attempt, upheaval. That's why they're laying the groundwork now to have as many people disarmed as they can. Obviously, they're not going to get everybody. In America, there's more guns than there is people. So they're still going to have a little bit of a battle on their hands. But we're seeing the groundwork. I was talking with a dude last night. Coming out of the gym, he was referencing Trump. He admitted, he was a conservative Edomite. He said, I voted for the wrong man. Talking about Trump because his running campaign, which we know that they're set up, he's ran by the elites, all that good stuff. But the things that he's performing now is the opposite of what was being promised during the campaign. So now you have a lot of Americans feeling regret, especially those that are so-called right-leaning. Why? Because Trump is not the people's president. He's a pawn of the elite. Yep. No matter how you try to spin it, he's not a maverick. He's not a trailblazer. The dude's doing his job.
Precept.
They're all doing their jobs, and their job is to rule over you. The cruel Lord. Real quick, Kamar, get
Isaiah 32.
Bingo, 32 and 5. You got it?
No, I don't got it. I just know what you.
Okay, yeah, Isaiah 32 and 5.
And
then somebody else can grab it.
It's Isaiah 32.
32 and
5.
This is about to be over. DoorDash, Instagram, bickering online with these hoes, All this shit's about to be done away with.
So you got rent.
Yeah, rent. You know, all of it.
EBT,
food
SNAP,
food stamps,
traffic.
Section A.
Yeah, there's an article, all right, where they were saying that they're getting ready to cut, supplemental nutrition, aid program, the SNAP.
Yeah.
So they're gonna cut back on the money that they're giving people, and you have a bunch of women that are complaining, because they got all of these kids that they have from all of these different guys, and none of the guys stuck around because they chased them off.
Yeah.
So they're doing it all on their own. They may work jobs, but they don't have enough to get by from day to day. And not enough money coming in to pay their bills and all of the other miscellaneous things that they would have to pay for. So they damn sure ain't got no money for food. So what's gonna happen, when they cut back on these programs? All right, there's gonna be a famine, and not because food isn't available. It's access to food or being able to buy food. People aren't gonna have the means to purchase it.
Yeah, I put in the Instagram chat. It says SNAP recipients must work or train 80 hours a month to stay eligible.
Yeah, and you know damn well these fucking women don't want to work. They don't want to work, or they don't want to train. The only thing they want to do is lay up, give out chlamydia and gonorrhea. All right, let different dudes hit it off of these dating apps. Get high, hang out and go to parties and twerk on the internet.
Did you finish that?
No, I ain't never read.
Oh, read.
It's Isaiah 32:5. It says, "The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the trill said to be bountiful."
So the vile, the wicked man, he's no longer being liberal and bountiful. With the liberties that people had in America, those decades are past. You think things like Woodstock, right? You just had that Burning Man shit, which the Lord blew that open with the dust storm. Women walking around, right? The advancements of birth control, allowing them to sleep around. We've seen some of that shit getting pulled away, the abortions and whatnot. You niggas, right? Because niggas been living it up. All the avenues that people have been able to enjoy in this country to keep them distracted, Esau is turning them off, oppressing you, and is about to put you in a box with the end goal being take the chip or die. That's what all this is culminating into, circling the drain.
Precept.
Precept.
Isaiah 24:9, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. All right, the city of confusion is broken down, and every house is shut up, that no man may come in. Which is that's in verse 10 is another martial law scripture. All right, but all of that being in mirth, celebrating, being celebratory, having a good time, drinking, eating, good time, and playing spades,
Yeah, that's true.
twerking on cars,
Yeah, that's true.
all going around trying to be a TikTok,
Influencer.
influencer,
Yeah.
social media influence, doing all of this silly ass shit. Niggas putting their phones on aisles and dancing. All you hear is squish, 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 squish. No music playing, but niggas, doing a routine, to a song. All of that's over, man. All right. Right now you got a bunch of homeless people in their early 20s and late teens because they opted not to go to college or to continue going to school or to pick a career, all right, because they thought that they were going to become famous on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. So now they're living out of their cars. And what is Trump doing? He's coming at the homeless people too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you niggas are about to catch it and get it.
Y'all too. Did y'all have something? We'll go to the next topic.
Yeah, I have Revelation 12 and 12.
Kamar, did you have something?
I'm gonna go what I want to get.
Okay, get yours for that.
This is
Oh,
Revelation
you
12.
wasn't holding that, bro. Don't make me feel good. Kindred spirits, bro. Kindred spirits.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice in ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know that he hath but a short time. So I grabbed that because you saw Edom moving forward with his NWO. What's that term? The Galilean dialectic, where pressure from above, pressure from below. So he's pushing these people into civil unrest. It is at an all-time high. So what you gonna have? You're gonna have race riots. You're gonna have civil war. You're gonna have insurrection. You're gonna have all of these things. That's it.
The next topic, I was just looking over some of them. You had the superheroes, Nate and them, the Purple Rangers. You had a couple of Israelites. You had that one dude saying, Jake just not every Israelite's a teacher. He was saying what the 144,000 are not the elect, which he not every Israelite's a teacher.
That nigga said what?
He's the way he was. It was two Israelites. They were arguing back and forth. One man was asking if women are part of the elect, and the apostles explain this, and we'll make this shit real quick. The elect, when you're speaking about salvation, you have to be specific. We know that the 144,000 are strictly men, Israelite men, the 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes. The elect, aka the remnant, consists of the chosen Israelites who are going to be saved. That includes men, women, and children. Now, back in the day, generally when we were using the term elect, we were referring specifically to 144,000. But when you're, today, to clear up confusion, you explain it. When you're speaking about the 144,000, you say that, the 144K. The elect includes men, women, and children. So yes, women are a part of the elect. They will be saved. But women are not a part of the 144,000. If there's anybody trying to argue that, use a motherfucking monkey fool. And you don't belong teaching. The remnant does include men, women, and children, but the 144,000 are strictly men. That is without argument.
God, yeah, it's gonna be more women. That's of the 1/3 the men, because we're gonna need women to
Population.
repopulate. And the
Population.
scripture says it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be actual seven women.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a decent amount of women. Good chunk of women to one man. A lot of these men. It's gonna be so many Israelites that get destroyed. Matter of fact, scripture that comes to mind.
Not out of what, Ezekiel when he
No.
okay.
Yep. Let's see. Matter of fact, damn. If somebody got something, go ahead and grab it.
I was gonna say real quick. Also, so at the same time you got that.
Oh well, I got it. I got it now.
Them two dudes was arguing about that. Then you had Deacon Retard say the polygamy is unlawful. So here it is. All these women are gonna be saved. If polygamy is unlawful, then what are we doing?
Why does it say in the law if a man takes another wife? Which goes to show you that them being teachers of the law, they need to be taught again.
Yeah.
2 Ezra 9 and 22, let the multitude perish there which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Let's see, did I miss a part?
Recent.
All right, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Go ahead and grab your precept. All right.
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass then all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's specifically speaking in America. The 2/3 will be destroyed out of here. You pair that with, because you're gonna have the majority of our people destroyed in America. The rest of the wicked of our people around the world are also getting obliterated. Ezekiel 20 and 38th chapter, purge out the rebels. They're not going to be allowed to enter into the land. What was that scripture? Scott, was that what were you looking for? What there'd be many more destroyed than saved.
Many
That's what
more
you was looking for.
perished.
Second
Yeah,
Esdras.
yeah.
It might be 7, bro. Second Esdras. That's what you was looking for.
Yeah.
You got
it says it a couple times within
Okay.
Second Ezra.
Yep.
But I was just at it. I was going to read it, but
Uh-huh.
I decided to go here instead because this pushes the point a little bit more.
9 and 15. That's
Yep.
what you
That's it.
15.
That's it. Yeah.
You got it.
This is the book of Second Ezra, the 16th chapter.
Was
And
that
let's
it?
see.
Was that it? Okay. I got this 9 and 15 if you want it, Scott.
Okay. You can read
Okay,
it.
Second Esdras 9 and 15, it says, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Were you looking for 16 and 22?
No.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of bodies, y'all. There's gonna be a lot of bodies. There's gonna be a lot. It's like it says in Ezekiel, you know, he was watching the angels slay in Ezekiel 9. He's like, shit, Lord, you gonna kill us all?
Yeah.
It's gonna, you know, movies, TV shows, and our imagination, it really doesn't do justice what's gonna be going down, y'all. It's called the end of the world for a reason. It's called the end of the fucking world for a reason. Now, is all existence gonna end? No, but this age will end, and it's going out with a banger. Bala, what you got?
I got
You got it?
Yeah. I was contemplating if I want to get it in a GNT or in a KJV. I'm gonna just read it here, the GNT, Second Ezra 16 to 33. Young women will be mourning because there is no one to marry them. Wives will be mourning because they have lost their husbands. Daughters will be mourning because there is no one to help them. All the young men will be killed in the war, and all the married men will die in the famine. You know, so it's going to be a lot of men within the nation of Israel that get destroyed. A lot of them. All right? And it's going to be more women left than it is men. You know? And the reason being, well, you're going to need multiple women to one man to bring back the nation of Israel. That's what Isaiah the 4th chapter is talking about. You know, there's seven, it speaks on 7 women to one man, which is basically what is polygamy. But one of the reasons behind that is that a lot of Israelites, men, are going to be cut off.
Paula, get yours.
Real quick, this is Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man should be as in hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. So why does it say that? Because in the times we're coming into, like the brothers are going into, a lot of men out here are going to be dropping dead. So the women are going to be looking for that protection. And who are going to have that protection from them? The men of the Lord. You know, Yahweh that would be those men, the elect. You know, and then you go over to 1 Timothy, it says she shall be saved through childbearing.
I got that.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's gonna be saved through childbearing, that means there's gonna be women preserved to help us replenish the kingdom, man. I remember years ago, she said it. You know, they already said it. He said, on our way up in the chariots, you're gonna have little bumps already in on these women's. Yeah.
I said that joke.
Jester. Jester.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with Jester. Yeah. Because we're gonna get new bodies and all that. But Jester, the fact of the matter is, women gonna have to get up under a man of the Lord, which is the important thing, because you niggas have become gynocentric in the Western world. You niggas worship coochie, even Israelites. You niggas can't take 2 steps without asking bitch permission for a breakdown. Baby, shut the fuck up. A lot of you, Jake, don't have no business teaching. You so scared of women, you can't even teach properly because you're scared to offend them. Fuck them and their feelings.
Yeah, there's a lot of women in IUIC.
Yep.
When you go to their videos,
Y'all can't be saying that.
and you go, to their social media, whatever, whatever video they post, hella women on the comment section.
Yeah.
There's more women on there than men, so they can't offend women. They got to teach a women and family friendly doctrine in order to keep their following, because it's not lucrative to teach doom. It's not lucrative to teach things that are scary.
Yeah.
It's not lucrative to teach prophecy or to teach judgment.
Restrictive.
They got to
things.
They got to restrict the doctrine and teach things that's easy. And what does the scripture say?
Isaiah 30.
Can you grab itching ears?
Yeah.
Itching ears.
That's first.
Yep. Isaiah 30:10. It says, "We say to the seer, see not, and the prophets prophesy not into his right things, speaking to his smooth things." All right, prophesy deceits. So they want them smooth things, man. The word for smooth is H25 13, which is the word halakwa, and it says a portion, parcel of ground, smooth part, smoothness, flattery.
Yep.
All right, smoothness, smooth. I be getting smoothies from time to time, brother. Brother Smile, and I said that. I go to tropical smoothie, which is really like a bullshit smoothie.
Real talk.
It's really a bullshit smoothie.
Yeah.
And they have something in there called turbinado, which is a sweetener, and that shit is horrible for you. So even though it's like a bullshit smoothie, the only thing that they have in there that's real fruit is like apples, bananas, strawberries. But outside of that, everything is puree. Everything is sugar. But the main ones that go and get smoothies there are women. They don't go to a organic or natural smoothie spot. Why? Because it don't taste good. When you make a smoothie, if you don't put, even though it's fruit that you're using, if you don't put any honey in there or some sweetener, it's really not gonna be sweet. That's nasty. Yeah, but you throw some turbinado in there, you throw a fucking cup of sugar in there, they're gonna drink it down, man.
Appreciate it.
Does it fit? Get that Timothy actually.
I got it.
Yeah.
This is 2 Timothy 4:3. It says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and they shall be turned into fables." So just laying back on what the brother's saying, we see that going on right now. They don't want to turn to the true man, who's telling the truth, because they look at this truth as being too harsh, man. They don't want to hear that America is being destroyed, that it's not about to be all good out here, that the mirth in this place is going away.
Yep. They want to be Superman.
Yeah, they want to be Superman.
So what's that song? I'm your Superman. Yeah. I'll be your Superman.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Tony Hawk shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'll be your Superman.
That's what they want. Because
Jake had a purple on.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. Like they said, with the receding hairline.
Yeah.
Flying with your receding hairline.
Right.
You niggas are jokes.
That's
what
right.
you're saying, bro.
No,
That's what Elder Manata Zakba said. When I sent the video to him.
With the new body.
Yeah, he was like, here it is. You got a glorified body, but you still got a receding hairline.
With glasses on, you got bad eyes, and a Lord's new body, and a divine man. Stop it. Say what you're saying, Bob.
Yeah, because like the I'm on Gabaro, like he was saying when he did the video, they're doing that because what? They want to glorify themselves, and they know what that brings in. That brings in more numbers.
Money and cheats.
Yeah. He said some niggas gonna get motivated by this shit, and then the woman, they gonna get high in the pants for this shit, man. And they know what they're doing, man. He said as soon as Jake learn how to use AI, look what the fuck they do with it. And you see that. What do our people, like the scriptures say? They love to have it so. They love to have this shit, man. They don't want to listen to what the true men are saying. So when all this shit pops, and like the other video that the brother posted, when that dude was walking past the brothers in NYC, he said, "Y'all was right. Y'all was right."
Yeah.
When it's evident that the things that from our apostles and elders have been saying on down really come to pass, y'all gonna have that same mindset. You was right. But what's gonna happen? Because the dude said in that video, I used to see y'all over here. I don't see y'all no more. And that's what it's gonna be like. When it's made evident that what we've been saying for years has been true, y'all gonna be trying to come in the fold, try to find us, but we're not gonna know where to be found.
Like
Because
that other dream, somebody said that someone had a dream, said that the apostle said that it's over.
This the last
Yeah.
video.
This is the last video.
A woman had a dream.
And that's Lord willing, we're closing in. We're closing in. The signs are there. The fun has been had. The sun is going down on this empire. It's going down. Kamar, you got
I
something?
got a quick one.
Nope.
Okay.
Ezekiel 2:5.
yeah.
And they, whether they were here or whether they will forbear,
Yeah.
for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So these Israelites are going to know that there has been a prophet among them, and they're going to know who the true prophets were, because the Heavenly Father is going to confirm the message
Yeah.
of His true prophets. All right,
And they'll be alive.
they'll be left behind.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
which goes into being a remnant. You know,
Yeah.
shout out to Elder Yashawan, but on the comment board, remnant saved one.
Oh, okay. Yep. Shalom. Yep. That those that are left behind or what does it say? Better than the dead.
Yep.
Yep. They're gonna be better. The remnant saved. Literally. How about that? You, Jake, are gonna find out in the most horrible way. As like a blade is coming down to your face, you're gonna, you'll realize you were wrong. Does yours fit? Cause
I had two, but I'll drop one.
Okay.
Sirach.
You got one?
Yeah. So
What is it?
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So I'd rather, because why? The men are going to be able to, the prophets, are going to be able to, see it to the end. We're going to see the downfall of our enemies. We're going to see the prophecies take place 100%.
That was 2 and 5?
2 and 5, yeah.
Sirach 2 and 5. The elect is going through trials to make them perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The elect are being. This is an analogy for like smith working. You burn metals to get out the impurities. The elect are being tried now, dealing with persecution, dealing with tribulation in the world, so that when the destruction comes, they'll have the faith to maintain. While the rest of the people in the world who haven't been getting tried, who've been being deceived, you've been hearing things that are pleasing to you, so you haven't been working on the inner man. When the fire comes, the tribulation of the world, you're going to be melted in it. Bala, you had something?
Yeah, I got one.
Yep.
2 Esdras 9:9 says, Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in the torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. You know, we see that, you know, especially with IUIC, you know, they have a good gathering to them. They have money, wealth, and they feel that they're okay. You know, they don't, anytime they go off, you know, here in GMS, you know, we rebuke them, we rebuke them. They don't want to hear no correction. You know, their followers want to just take whatever they say and run with it, you know. It says, verse 12, the same must know after death by pain. That's the only way that they're going to be able to get put in their right minds.
Yeah.
By knowing that death that's going to come from pain, from the nuclear destruction that's coming to this place, America, as well as when Yahushua returns with a laser beam from chariots. Because Yahushua going to get his hand on some of you niggas, man. A lot of you niggas, not some. Because that's what y'all need. Y'all need that ass woman from Yahushua. Yeah.
When you die, you become aware of things that you're. Proof of that, when Samuel was dead, right? They had the witch of Endor call his spirit, familiarized. What did Samuel say to Saul? Tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. When you're in the spiritual realm, you go to your right mind and you gain clairvoyance that your natural ass don't have on the earth. When y'all die, you're going to be enlightened to the true gospel of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And like it said in that Ezekiel 34 and 31, that Ezekiel, what did Shikhan read? 33 and 11. Then shall you know that a prophet was among them. You're not gonna I might have got the location wrong. I know it's Ezekiel 30.
He
something.
Yeah, it's in Ezekiel 33 as well.
It is.
Okay.
He read Ezekiel 25.
When y'all die, that's when you're gonna understand.
Mm-hmm.
The demon that's on you to keep you disguised and bugged out is gonna be put aside, and you're gonna be, oh shit, damn.
I'm wrong.
And then you'll be reborn in the kingdom at some point in time, whether it be millennium 2000, which is 200,000 years down the line, or millennium is 1,000 years. So, or whether you niggas come back in a week, that's when you'll realize.
Like it says in Daniel, some will,
Yep.
will awake to everlasting life and some will everlasting contempt.
Yep, shame and contempt.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all will get it, Jake. Y'all will get it. We'll close up on that. Did anyone have any last one? Kamar, you good?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, finish it. You good? Or you have one?
What
You got? We can finish on that.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1, and I'm just gonna get a few verses. 27. 20. 25. But ye have said not all my counsel, and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And I'm not gonna keep reading because you know that close out. But just going down, it goes to how the Lord had his men tell, just like brother said, when y'all die, y'all are gonna realize that you've had men that's been telling you this entire time. Yeah, niggas just gonna awaken, like brother said, everlasting shame and content. But all this shit that y'all see going on, y'all see the signs. Like the dude said, how he couldn't find the elders and apostles, but he didn't listen. Well, Lord had him come by then. But I think he talked about how he didn't really believe it the first time he saw him.
He wasn't taking you serious.
Yeah, but like I said, Lord had him come by. But what else can we say?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just hold what you got.
Yeah.
Everybody just hold what you got. It's okay. Yeah.
The same thing's been said over and over again. But y'all, the only way y'all gonna learn is through pain. But
That's it.
yeah.
Should close it out, Kamar.
All right, with that, we give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kakadash.
And Devon to us apostle teachers, great wisdom, from whom we learn is truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom.